2024 was a crazy year for our Pooper Scooper business. We finally hit that multi-million-dollar revenue mark. We met Alex Hormozi. We redid our website. We hired a new management team. We got featured in some online places that have seen millions and millions of views. It's been a really crazy year, and 2025 is shaping up to be even more crazy. That's why I wanted to make this video. I'm going to go back through all my biggest learning experiences from last year and kind of share some of my biggest takeaways with you. So hopefully you can apply those to your dog waste removal business in this upcoming season. Let's get into it. For those who don't know, my name is William. I'm the president of a multi-million-dollar pooper scooper business in the Pacific Northwest and the founder of the Poop Scoop Millionaire community on School. And over the last several years, we went from starting this company from scratch to hitting several $1 million in revenue. I think our first year we did a little over 250K. Year 2 is a little over 700K. Year 3 we passed 1.5 million. This year we finally cracked that $2 million mark. We're really getting to the point where we can put our foot on the gas and really start to scale our company. But we weren't able to do that overnight, and I'm going to share a ton of things that we actually have been changing in our business over the last year that is allowing us to scale up and see those months where we're acquiring literally hundreds of customers at a time, where we're onboarding dozens of employees at a time, and really show you guys how we are doing that so you might be able to apply some of these same strategies to your business. So first thing I want to go over is some changes that we made to our marketing, and one of the biggest changes that we made this year was actually redesigning our entire website. So let's get into that. So to kick things off, I'm going to talk a little bit about our website redesign, which was a major project for us back in 2024, and we decided to pull the trigger on this for a couple of reasons. Number one, we wanted to increase the conversion rate of our website. Our last website worked just fine. People were able to use it, able to sign up for services, but we wanted to make it even better. Historically, we had been signing up all of our customers, or the majority of our customers, through Facebook engagement ads, where people just message us on Facebook, we'll reply with a quote, go back and forth a little bit, and then we would manually set up their Sweep and Go account, which worked great. I mean, we've gotten tons and tons of customers that way, but we were really looking to streamline our operations so people could just sign up online without much back and forth support. So that was the number one reason why we decided to redo our website. Number two is that we wanted to speak more to our target audience. I did a little bit of digging on our customer base, and in the Seattle area, close to 75% of our customers are female. So we really wanted to tailor the website around females, using female team leaders, having custom graphics, making things look nice, and really speaking to that audience. So if you go through our website, it's at swoopscoop.com, you can go ahead and check it out. You can see all the kind of imagery and everything that we have, custom graphics, cute little pictures of dogs. We have our dog with a little winter jacket right here for the season, all our locations, all our reviews, our new Refer a Friend program, frequently asked questions. We also have this counter when you're loading the page for the first time. It'll show you how many customers, yards completed, happy dogs. All these things just go to adding more trust and also speaking to that target audience. We do have a couple other cool features. Each basically city that we service has its own landing page with its own custom written copy with its own photos, so that we're more likely to show up in those particular searches on Google. We have that Refer a Friend program. We're able to sell gift cards. We're able to automatically add promotions based on how somebody clicked on our website. But overall, it's made a pretty big difference. I think our Google conversion rate doubled the first month that we had the new site out, which has been awesome. But I'll just kind of show you probably the most important part is going to be the quoting tool here. And another reason why we did this redesign is so that we can make it easier to A/B test things. So we're constantly refining this. So we're testing the instant quote page with different form fills. We're testing it with either videos or showing reviews or showing nothing on this right side, testing out the different buttons and the graphics, so that over time, our website just continues to get more and more and more efficient. And that's how we're going to ultimately continue to win in the long run, because we're going to increase our conversion rate, decrease our cost per acquisition, and just ultimately make a big difference on the scalability of our company, especially when people don't have to message back and forth. They can just sign up, put their credit card in, go right into Sweep and Go. It's been working great so far. So aside from the website redesign, there's a couple big changes that we made with our marketing. So number one, we kind of touched on this a little bit, is we stopped running engagement ads, and now we're running custom conversion campaigns on Facebook to our website to just streamline the process. On Google, we've been experimenting with shifting from just straight up search campaigns to Performance Max, more automated campaigns, and we have seen quite a big reduction in our cost per acquisition over the last couple of months when we've been testing this out. And we've also added another marketing channel that's been highly effective, and that's been text message remarketing. We've literally gained hundreds and hundreds of subscribers through text message remarketing over the last year. So if you notice on our website, we actually collect people's phone numbers, and if they don't sign up, we put them on a text message sequence, and then we also do kind of broadcast a couple times a month to everybody that's on our prospect list. And that's honestly been a game changer because it doesn't cost that much money, and you get a pretty big return on your investment. Before I get too much further, I do have a big announcement for all the pooper scoopers out there, and that's we are putting on our first ever live event in 2025. It's going to be May 23rd and 24th, and it's going to be located in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho at the Coeur d'Alene Resort. So this is going to be an awesome time. It's a 2-day event. We're going to have catered meals. We're going to have networking opportunities. We're going to have a ton of speakers. We're going to be bringing in all the big names from the pooper scooper industry. I'm going to be sharing stuff with people there that I've never shared anywhere, not on YouTube, not on the Poop Scoop Millionaire. So you definitely don't want to miss out. If you really want to take the experience to the next level, for those that buy VIP tickets, I'm actually chartering a boat. We're going to have a nice private dinner, and you're going to be able to talk with me, Levi, Erica, and some of those other big names in the pooper scooper industry right there. So I'll go ahead and link that down in the description. We're calling it ScoopCon 2025, so excited to see you guys there. So next up, I want to talk a little bit about meeting Alex Hormozi down in Las Vegas and his acquisition.com team. For those who don't know, Alex is like a mega entrepreneur. He's got millions of social media followers, and he has a portfolio of companies that generates hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. And they have a system around scaling companies called the theory of constraints. And we really had quite a few takeaways from this experience. I think I wrote down over 50 action items that Swoop Scoop are going to look to implement over the next 2 years or so. But I'll kind of just try to give you guys some high-level takeaways, and probably the biggest takeaway is going to be resource management. So every company has a finite amount of time, money, talent, resources that they can deploy back into their business to hopefully get a better return on investment. And it's our job as business leaders to deploy those resources to get the biggest ROI possible. So for us as pooper scoopers, what does that look like? I probably will tell you the number one metric that we should be deploying our resources towards is going to be your CAC to LTV ratio. So how much it costs to actually get a customer and how much that customer is ultimately worth over the lifetime that they're with your business. So if you spend $100 to get a customer and they're worth $3,000, you're going to want to make that trade all day long, and you're going to want to do that as many times as you possibly can. So activities to drive down the CAC, activities to reduce your churn, increase your lifetime value are going to be what you want to spend 99% of all of your effort on if you are a business owner in the pooper scooper industry, at least in my opinion and from what we learned at the conference. Other thing we learned at the conference is that how important having the right people on your team is. So we've kind of gone away, not necessarily gone away, but we've always tried to pay people well in the scooper positions. I mean, we're paying people 20 to 25 bucks an hour. We provide benefits. So we really want to take care of our people, but hiring that next layer of management that's going to enable us to grow also comes with a higher price tag, and being willing to shell out the money for bigger talent was definitely a big takeaway from us. So instead of paying people 20, 25 bucks an hour, some of these managers might be 60, 70, $80,000 a year. Some of the higher level directors are going to be in the 6-figure salary range, and we've been going out trying to collect that talent in our business so that we can scale even faster. Kind of last tidbit that I will give for you guys from the conference is quarterly billing. Basically, the longer your billing interval is, whether that's quarterly or annually, typically the lower your churn rate will be, and ultimately the higher your customer lifetime value is. So I know a lot of us bill weekly, most of us bill monthly, but just going from monthly to quarterly, that could have a drastic decrease in your churn rate and ultimately make your company a lot more valuable. So we're going through our first cycle of this, but I will have some data to share at the Scoop conference later this year. So while we're on the process of hiring, we also redid our hiring system this year. Previous years, especially when we were first starting off, we were just onboarding so many customers. We just had to get whoever we could, fill the seats, and just get scoopers out there in the trucks. We no longer do that. Every time we hire a scooper, we're probably going through at least 100 resumes, boiling those down to 5 or 6 interviews, getting 2 ride-alongs to hire one person. So it's a much more refined process because we really want to make sure we have the right team members on our team, that we have a good reputation with our customers, and that we are able to provide reliable service, especially at scale. It's not so bad when you have a couple hundred customers, but once you get into the thousands, like these things start to make a really big difference. The other thing that we implemented was a internal learning management system. So if you go to the Poop Scoop Millionaire community, we actually have a really similar community, but internally for our employees. So we have everything from our employee handbook to training from every single position. So if a pooper scooper comes in, they get hired, they have a bunch of video courses, they have a full outline that they're able to follow. We also have exactly what we expect out of all the scoopers when they come in. Within 2 weeks, I got to clean X amount of yards. Within 4 weeks, I got to clean a certain amount of yards. Within 2 months, they got to clean a certain amount of yards. So everything's really systematized and laid out so everybody knows what to expect, and it's really streamlined not only our hiring process, but our training process as well. And things like these are what's going to really enable us to scale up our operations. I mean, literally during Spring Rush, we've had weeks where we've had to hire like a dozen people in a week just to keep up with the demand. So if you don't have systems like this, you're going to have a really hard time scaling your business to the next level. So a few other really cool things happened last year that I really did not expect to happen. Our business started to get some attention just because how unusual is it to have somebody that picks up dog poop that could generate millions of dollars in revenue. So we actually got a full feature on Upflip. That video has millions of views now. We got a little feature on Cody Sanchez, and we're even on Alex Hormozi's YouTube page for about like 30 seconds, which is just crazy because these are some of the biggest names in business right now, and they took an interest in the pooper scooper industry. And because of that, the industry really has started to catch fire and gain a lot of momentum. But one thing I will say about this is it's still relatively unknown for a lot of dog owners out there, and in most markets, there's still not a ton of competition compared to other industries. If you look at lawn care, for example, I think in our city, there's like 600 plus lawn care companies compared to like 3 to 5 pooper scoopers. So still has a long way to go before we build that awareness, but just something really cool that I thought happened last year. The other thing that happened is we launched the Poop Scoop Millionaire community. So for those that aren't in there already, it is a place where there are 500 plus people that either have pooper scooper businesses or are in the process of starting them. We have courses, we have live trainings, and we even have community discounts on things like Sweep and Go. You can get 50% off your first 6 months if you join the Poop Scoop Millionaire. Discounts on a lot of other things as well, commercial equipment, other software. It's a really cool place for people to hang out, and we actually became a top 1% community out of all the school communities. I think we were even ranked as high as number 6 as far as business communities out of the tens of thousands of communities on the platform. Something I'm really proud of, that we're able to provide that much value back to the community. And really looking forward to ScoopCon 2025. We are officially, as of today, opening up ticket sales to non-Poop Scoop Millionaire members. So a lot of the VIP tickets are already sold out. So if you are not in PSM and you do want to take advantage of those networking opportunities, you want that private boat ride with me, Erica, and some of the other big names in the industry, highly recommend you check that out. You just go to scoopcon.com. You can buy tickets. We even have some pay-as-you-go options just in case you need a little bit more time to get the trip together. We also have discounted room rates at the Coeur d'Alene Resort. So it's going to be an awesome time right on the lake. Catered food. Everybody's going to get a custom Poop Scoop Millionaire jersey. We got an awesome logo for it. It's going to be a great time. So I hope to see you guys there, and happy scooping.